Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are solving the challenge Pickle Rick from TryHackme. Before I start scanning, I have spin up my lab environment. I have connected to the TryHackme VPN and I'm ready to fire up the room. I have started the VM machine, so my IP address here is 10.10.12.22. So I'm going to note it down over here as my host. R host, then my L host is right at the top here. So it's 10.21.23.239. Okay, this can be confirmed here. IP. So this is my IP address, confirming that this is what we have here. So let's go back to the challenge. So deploy the virtual machine on this task and explore the web application. So right away I know that it's a what? I'm going to tackle the web application. So while I'm scanning, use my last scan, then rectangle. So you can decide to use nmap. Uh, so as you can see here, port 80 is open. So let's going to copy and visit the browser and put the IP. So I have this is the website. So I kind of scroll through the website. This is actually pointing towards Bob Suite, that I can use Bob Suite to actually solve this challenge, but that's not what I'm going to do at the moment. Let me visit the source code and see what I can find there. Here is the source code, and then luckily I found the username here called Rick. Let me note it down. Username so that there's nothing again here. So let me close it. Since it's a website, my scan results are ready. Scan results are ready. So since it's a website, let me do my directory enumeration using uh, directory search. Okay, using directory search. So let me confirm IP 1010 to wolf 22. Okay, using the word list. Within the TST. Okay. So I am getting my directories listed to see what other directories I can visit. So I'm looking out for a status of 200 and sometimes 201. So I first hit my first status, which is assets. So let me go to assets and see what is there. So here in assets, this is what we have. So I'll visit the directories. Yeah, nothing. No, no, No. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So there's nothing interesting here too. There's nothing interesting here too. So let me go back to my data enumeration. Okay. I found another one called login.php. Let me visit that as well. So being presented with a what? With a login panel. Okay. Uh, the login panel. Portal the keys. Portal the keys. Now this portal.php. Let me go to my this login.php. Then I have robots. Let me go in here as well and see what is there. End of PST. Okay, with robot.csv, we all know that we sometimes find, most of the time we have password hashes or passwords there. So I'm just going to make it as a possible password, as a possible password. Then portal.php, well, I don't know what is here, but um, okay, it's actually login.php, login.php. Okay, but I have to move the portal.php down as well. I have to move the portal.php down. So let me copy and then paste somewhere. I can change this one to login PHP. Then PHP. This referring me to portal. Then for some reasons it kept giving me this. So what I'm going to do now is to, since it's a command panel, let me try some possible commands. ls, so I was able to list some directories and files on the server. So let me try to cut this particular file and see, to read this file called super secret package ingredient.txt. No, it's not allowing me to read the file. So what I can do next is that, since it's allowing me to insert a command, let me go and pick a reverse shell, a one-liner reverse shell from Pentest Monkey. A one-liner reverse shell from Pentest Monkey. So let me copy the first one here, bash Come back to paste it here, then do the necessary editing. Bash C, put into bracket, no, put inverted comments, edit my IP, change the IP to mine is 10.21.23.239. I'll leave the port as such. Just indicate the apostrophe here and here. What next? I'm going back to set up a lesson. Set up a lesson. I'm going to say what number. Then I'll go back to the browser to hit the execute function. Once I hit the execute function, I'm expected to get a connection. So yes, I'm being connected. So let me list the files here. So the first ingredient, super. I'm going to read it out. So here is my first ingredient, Mr. Misek. Here. So I just copy, come back to the okay. I'm sure that was really important. Maybe I'll be logged out. You can see time logged out. So that's the first ingredient. So let's go. The first ingredient. We got the first ingredient. So let me look at my current working directory. I'm inside the default Apache web server. So what I'm going to do is to move back to home where I can start my enumeration from home. So ls-le, no, ls-le. I was supposed to start ls-le, but cd to Rick ls. Okay, I found my second name because it's different strings. I have to put them into close them. No, cat second ingredient. There is X being added. So good. So I found my second ingredient to be wine jelly tea. What is what we have here? Wine jelly tea. So now let's go back to our third ingredient. Usually with our third ingredient we will say it inside root, but I'm being denied. So what I can do is I have to elevate my privilege to root. So who currently I'm going to ls-le second ingredient. Okay, let me move to the root directory and list the files in there. I found my third ingredient. Um, tst. So that's my third ingredient. Flip juice. Flip juice. Thank you.